Welcome to my video log, day number 4 of a series that I call My Journey into Darkness. And this is because I, over a week, over 7 days, will immerse myself in darkness meditation or centering prayer. Yes, as I say, 3 hours a day. Today has been a little bit like yesterday. It's been a day with lots of noise in the building where I live. There's been hours and hours of drilling, and I understand they'll continue for the next couple of days. So just on a very practical note, I get easily tired in my head from all this noise. But also it's definitely one thing I need to be aware of, that it doesn't capture my attention as I meditate. But there's also been another development today. And it's very much a kind of a sweet spot, a huge temptation, because today was also the day where I started to get some of the kind of nice ideas, not just remember to buy this or remember to make a decision about that, or what do you feel about something. But today there was definitely also quite a few moments where it was kind of ideas, positive, creative ideas, possible solutions to things. So it's one of those sweet moments, and you just so want to pursue them because they're really, really nice. And it is actually what in light meditation would be called let the truth rise up inside of you. That's what the Quakers call it. That we, after a period of meditation, we'll start to experience that actually different new ideas, different new understandings will start to rise up within us. First from your own conscience, and later for God as you get more and more into meditation. But in darkness meditation, this is a challenge. You don't pursue these thoughts, but actually you still use your sacred word to let go of them, with the trust that if it's from God, you will also hear them, remember them, be able to explore them when your time of meditation is over. But with darkness meditation, the concern is that our mind, our thought life, our cognitive functions love to fill our thoughts. Doesn't like vacuums, doesn't like silence. It has to be filled with something. Our minds keep on being this meaning-making organ in our body. So it will keep on wanting to make meaning or make decisions about things, because of course our unconscious is doing that all the time to create homeostasis in our lives. So that brings me to one of the concepts in darkness meditation, which is called divine therapy. And there's different definitions of divine therapy, but I'll give you a few of the things that I have experienced of divine therapy over these months where I've been doing darkness meditation. But I first would like to read a verse from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind. I love that expression, to have a sound mind. Other versions called it a disciplined mind, or a mind that offers sound judgments, a self-controlled mind. But a sound mind I really, really like. And I experienced that the divine therapy that is happening during darkness meditation is part of giving us a sound mind, because we are more able to live in the now, at least during the darkness meditation, as we bring all our thoughts, all our attention into the now, not making all kinds of decisions about the future, not worrying about something, not thinking about an email or a text or anything else from the past, but we actually come back to now. So instead of always being slaves to our thought life, we are being moved by darkness meditation into the now. Right now, right here, right now. And right now, we do not need to make decisions about all kinds of things. So we are willingly let go of thoughts, ideas, even these interesting and lovely ideas and thoughts. The other part of divine therapy that I experience is that it helps us to stop the emotional commentary. I don't know about you, but I can sometimes go over and over again how to answer an email, or why did a person ghost me, stop writing back, or why did certain people react in a certain way. And I can go over that again and again. And one of the things that makes us really miserable in life is not often so much what people are saying, but the emotional commentary that keeps on going afterwards when we try to evaluate and find out what might this mean. And because our mind is a meaning-making organ, it means that very often we'll try to find a meaning or to create a meaning out of these situations. And if it's something we are upset with and something we are sad about, often the mind will come up with very negative conclusions and even things that might not be true whatsoever. But it's still something we end up believing or at least considering. And whatever your imagination that goes on, your body will believe is the truth. So therefore your body will still react with stress if you come to a negative conclusion. So the part of the divine therapy is also, even just for a moment, to stop the emotional commentary. What I also experience is that the divine therapy helps us to become who we already are. Because actually, we don't become a totally different person throughout life. We don't suddenly become somebody totally different by being saved or starting to walk with Jesus. What we do become more of who we already are. And part of that can be also holiness processes and lots of other things that's going on for that to happen. But we don't become suddenly totally different. But we might allow ourselves through this process to more acknowledge, who are we? What are the things that we have put aside? What have we kind of put on to fit in, no matter if that's in the family or in the church or at our workplace, wherever it is, where we sometimes behave differently to who we really are. And I think the divine therapy, at least in my life, is starting to put a finger on some of those things and saying, this is not who you are. Allow yourself to stand up for who you are and just also feel safe in who you are. And I also feel that it is flowing into my everyday life. Some of the things that I experience in the darkness meditation flows in to my everyday life. It might be better able to put up boundaries for myself, for my thinking, or for different life situations, or in other ways just experience that actually I can also stop that emotional commentary throughout the week. I don't need to right now think all kinds of thoughts about this text, this email, or whatever it is. So I think it's really exciting that actually part of darkness meditation is it helps us to get a sound mind. And through this divine therapy, it actually helps us to live in the now, to stop the emotional commentary, to become who we really are, and also to allow all these different things, positive things from positive moments, to just flow into our everyday life. So we become more whole, more ourselves, and ultimately more like Christ. Thank you for listening.